Hello, film dudes and dudettes, it is Nick here joining you again. Today I'm talking about pre-visualisation, using your mind to pre-visualise. What is pre-visualisation? Because I've said it 3 times now. Pre-visualisation is basically the planning that goes into the shots that make up your film. Now, essentially that's coming up with a shot list for your film, but more than that, it's really thinking how each shot will be accomplished. So if you've got a visual effects shot in your film, it pays to actually spend time to plan and know exactly how you will achieve the look you're after on the day. If you don't take the time to plan these shots, really it's probably not going to look as good as it did in your mind when you first thought of the idea.
Hello, please. I need your help. There's something in my house and it's going to kill me. Yes, this is real. Do you hear that? I think it's already here. Oh my god, no! No! No!
So why do I want to talk about this today? Because that's actually something that I think has led to me struggling with the current short film I'm editing for the channel. I'm calling the short film Shortcut, although it's certainly not a shortcut editing it. But it's going to be the next short film launched on the channel, and I've mentioned it a few times in the vlog already, which means it's getting more and more delayed because I'm really struggling with the visual effects. Why? Because I didn't spend enough time planning. When I set out to make Shortcut, I really wanted to test the boundary, so I really only have myself to blame, on what was possible at short notice. So to be more specific, there is, I guess, a force in Shortcut, and this force enables the main character to control what happens in this world. But what does that force look like? Well, I didn't really know before I started rolling. It was something I thought I'd be able to work out in post, and whilst there are some things you can solve in post, and whilst actually I do know and already plan before I shoot to the best of my ability, it doesn't always work out that way. I remember when we actually shot Shortcut and filmed on the day, there are a few situations and problems out of my control relating to other parts of my life that took my concentration and away from that, and ultimately it leads me to have to spend longer in post-production, and I desperately want to get onto the next short film for you guys. So with the particular look and feel of Shortcut, this force, what does that look like? What does it sound like? What does it feel like? Is it like an earthquake that splits everything in two, or is it like a laser that cuts with precision? Because I didn't make those choices beforehand, it's taken a while to really hone in and really get a feel for how Shortcut will be produced. I think I've got there. I think it's just a matter of taking the time to finalise these particular shots and finalise the short. And I find that interesting. I think to other low budget short films or even feature films that I've seen, you've probably seen feature where you've gone, that shot just did not look realistic at all, and I mean there may be many reasons for that, budget being one, but it also may be because the filmmakers didn't pre-visualise properly and know what they were doing before they shot the short. Now, you might be someone who actually is able to think on the fly and come up with the solutions for these problems as they happen. But if you're like me, it really pays to actually plan all of this out beforehand. Whether you're working with visual effects or simple practical setups, take the time to think about specifically how you're going to achieve that shot and actually test it. Test how your film will look. Go out with a bunch of friends before you hit record on the actual day. Plan your shot coverage, plan your workflow, because ultimately it means less of a headache when you're editing, and it means that you can actually get your film out to your audience much quicker. So, have you ever struggled with pre-visualization or not planning or pre-planning? which is planning before planning? Let me know in the comments below, I'd love to hear. Or if you have some tips on how I can better pre-visualise my films next time, then let me know. Thanks for watching guys, and we'll catch you next time.